everyone. You are on my YouTube IT career growth, and this is your teacher Nancy. And I'm going to talk about Selenium most asked interview questions. And first of all, let's be looking through the intro. Selenium is a software testing tool that is mainly used for web applications. Many organizations prefer Selenium over others because of its flawless user experience. Some of the other benefits of Selenium include its flexibility and the wide range of programming languages and operating system that can be incorporated with its use. Therefore, the use of the Selenium tool has increased a high level of job opportunities. Organizations and such of candidates who have a well-versed knowledge and experience with the tool and can help in the progress of the organization. In order to succeed in this field, it is very important to have excellent interpersonal abilities along with good technical skills. Also have a good knowledge of the different programming languages such as Java, C#, also give us an added advantage. In order to find the right candidate, companies ask a diverse range of Selenium interview questions to not only freshers but also to experienced individuals wishing to make a great career in this field. Here are some important Selenium interview questions that will not only give you a basic idea of the field but also have clear the interview. What evaluation can Selenium do? Selenium could be utilized for the purposeful regression. Selenium could be utilized for the purposeful regression load testing of the internet-based program. The automation tool may be executed for post-release validation with continuous integration tool like Jenkins, Hoods on Speedy Build or Cruise Control. What is Selenium IDE? Selenium IDE is a Firefox add-on that records click typing or the activities to make a test instance which QA testers can play back in the Firefox browser on its port 2. Selenium RC. Selenium IDE has the following attributes: record play feature, debugging with the step-by-stage and breakpoints, web pages abstraction. Performance is extensively capacity enabling the utilization of the add-ons or persons extensions that expand the functionality of Selenium IDE. What are the limitations of Selenium IDE? Selenium IDE has several great features and is a profitable and well-organized test automation application of the building check circumstances. In the same time, Selenium IDE is missing certain vital characteristics of the testing program: conditional statement, loop, logging, performance, exceptional handling, reporting, performance, database screening, re-execution of the failed test and screenshot shooting. However, Selenium IDE does not for IE, Safari, and Opera browser. What exactly Selenium RC? RC is remote control tool. Selenium RC is a strong solution for check cases that need more than simple browser action and linear execution. Selenium RC lacks the developing of complex test scenarios. What programming language is most useful for creating Selenium evaluation? The internet program could be created in Java, Ruby, PHP, Python, or some other web frameworks. There are definite advantages for using exactly the same language for creating test instances as program. Under evaluation, as an example, in the event the team already possesses the experience with a Java QA tester could consistently get the bit of guidance while mastering Selenium test instances in Java. Occasionally, it is the best to select more straightforward programming languages that can ultimately provide better success in this situation. QA examiners can embrace simpler programming languages. For instance, Ruby considerably quicker comparing with Java and will become specialist when you possibly can. What will be the different kind of locators in Selenium IDE? Class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, XPath, CSS selector, and div. What is Selenium? What are different Selenium components? Selenium integrated development environment IDE. Selenium IDE is a record playback application, is distributed and is a Firefox plug-in. Selenium RC. Selenium RC is a whole that allows user to create a script in a desired programming language. In addition, it enables executing test scripts inside the big spectrum of browser. Selenium WebDriver is not the same instrument, totally has a numerous advantages over Selenium RC. WebDriver immediately communicate with all the browsers and use native compatibility to automate. Selenium Grid. Selenium is utilized to distribute your test execution in several platforms and environments concurrently. What are kind of testing that can be supported by the Selenium? Functional testing and regression testing. And what are some of the different ways to find an element using Selenium as a tool? XPath, partial link text, attribute CSS, tag, link text, ID, and name. Describe the purpose of XPath. XPath is a tool used to locate different web elements that are based on an XML path. XML is an acronym for Extensible Markup Language that helps its user to organize, store, and transport queries and random data. It stores data and value pairs that are similar to HTML tags. XPath helps user to locate different elements by transferring across the entire page and finding the element with another element. List the different type of drivers available in the web drivers: HTML unit driver, and Android driver, and the Safari driver, Chrome driver, Instant driver, Firefox driver, Opera driver, and even differentiate between single slash and double slash. Single slash is utilized in order to create XPath with an absolute path. Single slash is used to create a start selection only from the start node or document node. Double slash is utilized in order to create XPath with the relative path. Double slash is used to create a start selection from anywhere inside the document. How to find elements in Selenium WebDriver? There is an essential role web elements play when an application is tested. Identifying the location of these web elements on the website is the first thing to do to carry out a regression test or to load data automatically in a website. Selenium is used. Find element command one web element while find element and find multiple web elements on the web page. Link text, tag name, partial link, class name, XPath ID are some of the ways to find elements or elements on a web page. What is send key in Selenium? QA to enter permits QA to enter content in a field that can be editable automatically, and automatic typing of the content into editable field is done when any tests are included for forms. These editable fields are easily identified on a web page by making use of locators such as name, link, ID, class name, and other. Assume a case after a web developer has developed a website and the functionality of the website needs to be tested. This is where we see the works of the QAs. How to find element by class name in Selenium? These are distinct ways to easily locate an element in Selenium. Some of the common ways of achieving this are through tag name, ID, class name, allocators offer the web element which matches or suits the specified values. In the attribute name class, the first element that has the class attribute name that matches is returned. On the other hand, if there is no web element that has the class attribute name that matches, no such element section is raised. Take a look to the code where the class is name is content and website content moves here, and you have specified that class name is equal to content. So web content is equal to driver.find element by class name, which is content. What is implicit wait? Implicit wait in Selenium directs WebDriver to pause for a certain duration of time before throwing an exception. Once this time is estimated, WebDriver will wait for the item before the exception occurs. Once the command is in position, implicit wait waits in place for the whole duration for which the browser is accessible. It is default setting 0 and the particular wait time needs to be set by the protocol. To calculate implicit wait, you need to import the package import Java utility content unit. How can we maximize or minimize the browser window in Selenium? The maximum command can be used in the Java Selenium to maximize the browser window in the initial phase. Driver.manage.window maximize and driver.manage.windows.set position new point 02. You can give the minus your required value to minimize. What is the difference between verify and assert? Assert allows you to check whether element is on the page or not. Test will stop on the step failed if the asserted element is not available, while the verify command will check whether the element is on the page. If it is not, test will continue. Will carry on executing. It will not stop. All the commands are going to run guaranteed even if any of the test fails. They use annotation test before, after, ignore before, class after class, and run with. Why using click command can you use spin coordinate? You can click at locators and chord string. What is the difference between set speed and sleep method? Both will delay the speed of execution. Fetch.sleep, it will stop the current thread for the specified period of time. It's done only once. It takes a single argument in integer format. Thread.sleep 2000, it means it will wait for 2 seconds. What is text speed? For a specific amount of time, it will stop the execution for every Selenium command. It takes a single argument in integer format. Selenium.text speed 2000, it will wait for 2 seconds. Run each command of a text speed delay by the number of milliseconds mentioned in text speed. Append to submit a forms using Selenium, user can submit method or element to submit for element.submit. Alternatively, you can use click method on the element which does form submission. Which attribute you can consider throughout the script in the frame for if no frame ID as well as no frame name. You can use driver.findElement by XPath. This will return list of the frames. And one thing which is mentioned, you will need to switch to each and every frame and search for locators which we want and then break the loop. What is different between find element and find elements? It finds the first element within the current page using the given locating mechanism. It returns a single web element. While find elements using a given locating mechanism find all the elements within the current page. What is object repository? An object repository is an essential entity in any UI automation which allow a tester to store all objects that will be used in the script in one or more centralized locations rather than scattered all over. Using WebDriver, how can you store a value which is text box? Driver.findElement by ID, your text box, and key is your keyword. Explain how you can switch between frames. To switch between frames, WebDriver driver.switch to frame method taken one of the 3 possible arguments. Number, it selects the number by its 0-based index. Name or ID, select a frame by its name or ID. Previously found a web element, using it previously located web element, select a frame. And how you can perform double click? You can perform double click by using syntax action act is equal to new action driver act.doubleclick web element. Thank you for listening. Support your teacher Nancy, and you are on IT Career Growth. Please click the bell icon to have more videos regarding the IT field. Take care.